Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Symphonic Rain. So, last episode we did a little performance for Miss Cordell. I humped around like an idiot, and we met Torta, who had a, I don't want to say like serious talk, but there was like a whole "where have you been" kind of talk going on, although in a friendly kind of manner. Maybe I read too much between the lines. And now there's Asino, and let's see what his butthurt ass has to say. His butthurt ass. You know what? I already started this episode over once because I said nonsense in the beginning. Not going to do that again. Are you having lunch, Asino?
Nah, ちょっと遅めだけどな.
He thrust his fork into his pasta. He continued while stirring it uninterestedly.
今日の練習はもう終わりか?
Yeah, she had to work.
それで昼からトルティニタとおしゃべりか.
Huh?
それがどうかしたの?
別に.
Okay. So it's apparently not about Torta, as I speculated last episode. I mean, otherwise he wouldn't be angry that he chats with Torta. Then he's probably angry because of something with Fal. Asino?
なんでもない。まだパートナーが決まってないんでね。ちょっとイライラしてるんだ。悪いな。
You still haven't? Are you going to be alright?
大丈夫だよ。俺にだって候補くらいはいる。
I know, but I was talking about practice.
誰がパートナーになっても、俺は自分の作った曲を発表するから。
Whoops. But that's not all there is to it, is it? In the first place, a partner is...
クリス
Huh?
大丈夫よ。アーシノもそれは分かってるから。
そういうことだ。
Fine then. I had noticed a few times before that these two might not get along very well. Normally, Asino would really rarely join in on a conversation between Torta and I. The opposite was also true. Whenever I was with Asino, Torta wouldn't come up to me unless she had something important to say. Furthermore, Asino would always call Torta by her full name, Tortinita. Jesus Christ. For all that, they would sometimes have detached exchanges that went beyond my understanding. Like they did just now.
それじゃあ、私はそろそろ練習に戻るね。
Okay, that is ominous again. Is there some kind of past between them? Ah. I feel... I get the more this goes on, the more I feel this is something I definitely can't know yet. We'll see. Huh?
クリスが頑張ってるって聞いてね。もう少し私も練習しようかなって。
I see. But if you're tired, you shouldn't exert yourself.
そうね。クリスを見習ってそうする。
Good, good.
じゃあね。
Torta left a casual salutation to Asino, then headed off in the direction of the practice rooms. On the other hand, Asino was still stoically eating his pasta. He hadn't been himself since his earlier outburst. Are you going to practice next?
候補のことね。
Oh, looks like you're handling this responsibly after all.
さっきもそう言っただろう。
He said in exasperation. Eventually, his expression turned God diggity damn it. Reading. Eventually, his expression turned neutral.
邪魔して悪かったか?
Huh?
トルティニタのことだよ。
Of course not. It's not like that at all.
嫌いなのか?
So maybe it is about her. God, I'm so confused. No way. I like her too.
こと?
Just as I like you. That's what I meant.
でも、あっちはそうじゃないかもしれない。
She thinks the same. Torta and I are connected through Ari, and nothing more.
そんなもんか?
That is how it is.
で、肝心のアリエッタとはうまくいってるのか?
What a strange thing to ask. Oh. So, what is most likely the case is that Torta and him talk behind Chris's back. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. I have done similar things. And I have regretted it a very lot. A very, very lot. I know, by the way, that a very lot is not something you say. But I want to express that it is a lot. A very, very, very lot that I regretted this. This never ends up being good. At least in my experiences. Well, in my one experience, it was pretty shit. Let's put it like that. Because you can't trust the friends of the person you're into to be responsible with that information. Let's put it like that. And you also probably shouldn't voice your frustration about certain feelings you have, and because the friend might talk about these informations as well with the friend you're into, and then you're pretty much screwed, you know. Not that that happened to me. Obviously not. Just saying. I was a pretty stupid kid, man. I mean, not that I'm very smart now, but I was even more stupid back then.
友人として心配してるんだよ。トルティニタとは違う。他の女とパートナーを組むことは
Jesus
向こうも
Christ.
思ってなかったんじゃないのか
I feel so ashamed right now. Okay, I had to make a cut here, because I rambled over 5 minutes why it is stupid to ask a friend of your crush for help. You know, getting your feelings across to your crush. And I don't feel like this is a topic worth of explaining it 5 minutes. Let me just tell you, it is stupid. It is not helpful, and it is, as mentioned, especially not helpful if you at some point voice your frustration, because it might get carried to the person you're into. So don't be stupid, kids. Don't be stupid. Most likely. In fact, she even wrote so in one of her letters. But
でも
she also wrote that I should do whatever I want to do.
諦められているのか
She didn't. At least that is what I'd like to think.
弱気だな。3年も続いたんだろ
Yeah, it's like the final lap, man, and you're collapsing. Yeah,
ならもう少しじゃないか
I know. I couldn't recall ever having this kind of conversation about Ari with Asino. I didn't want to play up my relationship with her too much, so I'd always kept my answers short and never brought her up in a conversation myself. I couldn't imagine what had caused his interest to suddenly spark, but it was clearly on his mind right now.
まあいいや仲良くやれよ
I know. I repeated, still a little confused about Asino's sudden change of attitude. You know, if they just talked, Torta and Tim, that would be okay. Now what would be complicated, imagine like there being a secret couple or something. Then the Torta route will probably be very complicated. After that, we didn't talk much anymore. I had other things on my mind, and it seemed Asino did as well. He kept eating silently, never once averting his eyes from his plate. Taking the sound of Asino's foil clattering on the empty plate as a cue, we both got to our feet. I would head home. Asino would go to continue practice.
じゃまたな
Yeah, bye. Had they both been worried about me? A part of me felt happy about that, but another guilty. Despite that, I left the cafeteria with a feeling of gratitude for having friends that would talk to me about these things. So I decided to go to the place where I probably shouldn't go according to the hints my friends left me with. I just mentioned I was a stupid kid. But Chris is so much more stupid than I am. And I did some stupid shit. I recalled what happened today. Okay, I think I did more stupid shit, but at that point I was like 13 or 14. Chris is like nearly an adult, so that doesn't really count. I recalled what happened the day before yesterday and decided to go and check out the trattoria once again. Last time I didn't get to see Fa. Perhaps she'd gone home earlier than usual. I realized I could have asked her when I saw her this morning, but I was so immersed in our practice session that I completely forgot about that. Just like before, I went to the trattoria without paying much heed to the time. As I was about to enter, the door suddenly opened before me. I wanted to step aside, thinking it would be a customer that was leaving, but before I could, a voice reached me.
クリスさん
Ah, so she still works. And she still calls him Chris-san in public space. Kind of funny. Kind of funny. Kind of understandable at the same time, kind of funny. Ah, foir.
どうしたの食べに来てくれたの
Yeah, just on a whim though. So you're done for the day, huh?
あ、うん
Feel like joining me?
ごめんこれから人と会う約束があって
Oh ho ho. I see. That is a shame.
ごめんね先に行ってくれれば一緒に食べられたかもしれないけど
Nah, I really just thought it up on a whim.
そうなら今度からは先に行ってね一緒に食べましょう
Got it. Oh, by the way, around this time would be fine, right?
大丈夫だよどうして
Because I came here the day before yesterday as well, but I didn't see you.
ああ一昨日はちょっと遅くまで残されちゃったんだ
Working as hard as ever, I see.
でも時間を短くしてもらってるんだからそのくらいはなんてことないって
Yeah, kinda don't believe that, by the way. I see. I'll not hold you up any longer. You're meeting someone, right? During our conversation, Fal had been nervously glancing into the street a few times, which caused me to remember that.
あうんちょっと急ぐからごめんねまた明日
Interesting. So she must meet someone we know. Who is it? She probably has like a serious talk with either Asino or Torta or something like that. Or it could be someone from her past. I don't know, man. The thing I want it to be is someone giving her like a talk, like, you know what you're doing here. You know he has a girlfriend and stuff like that. What it also could possibly be is someone we don't know yet from her past or something like that. I would feel... It depends on how interesting it is. Because I personally don't like secrets that weren't like introduced yet. Take like for example a masked man. There is a masked man, and in the end the masked man is revealed to be someone you didn't know. You're disappointed. The masked man always has to be someone you already knew, so that you can be shocked and say, "Ah, the masked man was in reality Hulk Hogan, you know." That's how it works. See you tomorrow. For the second time today.
それもそうだっけそれじゃあ
She must have really been in a hurry, as she practically dashed away. On the other hand, she wouldn't dash away for a date with Torta or Asino, now would she? Ha! After watching her leave, I sort of lost my desire to eat at Copert. I decided to walk straight home instead. That is dumb on many perspectives. Now if she asks the day after tomorrow or something like that, her co-workers was Chris here, and they say no, he wasn't here, and she knows basically that he was just there to see her. Ah man, I don't know. Huh. Chris is not very smart about that kind of stuff. There wasn't much to do while I waited for Ari's letter to arrive. Oh Jesus. You know what I can say though about this game? From like a minor side thing, Ari's letters became really important and interesting. So I'm really curious what it's going to be about. Fal and I had agreed to take a break today, as we had gotten plenty of practice in on Saturday. I had been the one to make the request though. I can't guarantee what will happen our last Sunday though, Fal had stated with a smile. I looked at the clock. It was a little past 5. Not that there was any point in knowing the time. I had no idea when exactly her letter would arrive. But at least the forced habit brought me some peace of mind.
また時計見てる
I am.
手紙が気になる
I am.
いくら休みだって言ったって少しはフルテールに触っておかなくちゃいけないんでしょ
After the letter, we do our ensemble as always. Don't worry.
それを心配してるわけじゃないの
No? Then what?
そんなに暇そうにしてるならフォルテールでも弾けばってこと。
On my own?
もちろん私が歌うに決まってるじゃない。
That would be an ensemble, wouldn't it?
クリスの気分は変わるかもよ。
So you're pretending to be worried just so you can sing, huh?
フリじゃないもん。
Well, whatever. It might be better than wasting my time like this anyway.
お、本当にいいの？
Sure, it will make me forget about the time at least. The idea didn't sound particularly attractive, but devoting some time to Forney still beat wasting it doing nothing. I wondered how many more times I would get coaxed into doing ensembles with her.
なら手紙が来ないうちに始めちゃおっか。
Probably not that many considering you're not here for a long time anymore. I get the feeling the original aim of this has suddenly been pushed to the background.
いいのよ。私が歌を歌えれば。
Thank you. Thanks for your selfish insights.
はい、始めるよ。
Yes, yes. As always, a beautiful song arose in the room. I accompanied her voice with my fortel, and we produced a pure sound that would be challenging to realize with just instruments. As I was rocked by the wave of music, I suddenly felt like crying. I was overcome by an emotion unknown to me, and had to put in considerable effort not to succumb to it. God damn it. For all that, I didn't stop playing. In fact, I managed to bring the piece to completion more smoothly than ever. The music that spawned contained more emotion than any performance Forney and I had ever formed together. Before I realized it, I had my eyes closed. The lingering afterglow not yet subsided, I found myself incapable of moving or talking. I focused on delving through my memories in an attempt to pinpoint the source of my current emotions. Forney was right beside me, but right now I couldn't be bothered by the fact she might see me in this state. What could have been just now?
クリス？
An experience like this wasn't the first for me, but the emotional outbreak had never been this vehement.
クリス？
A voice. A voice calling out to me. A familiar voice.
クリス？
Forney?
どうしたの？
Nothing. The moment I heard it, realization hit me that this voice had been the source of it all. Or more accurately, the emotions embedded into Forney's voice. Now that, again, I'm sorry that I'm interrupting this emotional phase, but just saying, now that kind of, again, puts something into my theory of Forney being representation of Ari, because he was like a familiar voice, and, you know, it made him cry and stuff like that. That kind of puts fuel into that theory motor. I heard in one of my Fortel classes that research was being done into what magic really is. The magical instrument, Fortel. In order to play this instrument of yore, its exact origins were unknown, the player was required to infuse it with magical energy. Magic is emotion. Apparently, those had been the words of some scholar or musician. Or perhaps the scholar was also happened to be a musician, or the other way around. His theory was apparently not widely supported, but this very moment nearly convinced me it was true. Certainly, records confirmed that many Fortalists had been individuals of strong emotion. But this characteristic applied to many famous musicians, not just Fortalists, so it wasn't much proof to back the theory. Moreover, I didn't consider myself to be a person of strong emotion after all. It was just something an instructor had said as an aside in the first place. It wasn't written in any of my textbooks. So back then, I had shrugged it off, not thinking much of it. But, Forney,
何？
what were you thinking about just now?
今って歌ってる時？
Yeah.
さあ、いつもと変わらないんじゃない？
Forney's jestful tone all but revealed the truth. Something was different today, wasn't it?
まあね。
She admitted and shrugged her shoulders. To put the feeling of her emotions into words, the outcome would be parting. Was it sorrow I had felt in Forney's song? The girl in front of my eyes wasn't crying, nor did she look sad. Even so, I was convinced of this fact the moment I recalled the earlier music, even though I had nothing to back up my claim. But despite my understanding, it didn't change the fact that I was unable to put it into words.
それよりも手紙がそろそろ届いてる頃じゃない？
Yeah. Having no choice but to follow her advice, I went down to the entrance of the apartment building. Oh man. Interesting. We'll keep it in mind. As mentioned, that is really fuel to my Ari representation motors. Her being sad on the inside, although she's acting happy on the outside, stuff like that would fit Ari right now perfectly, you know? I returned, or maybe on the other hand it would also represent Chris probably somewhat. So maybe Forney is just a representation of Chris' inner emotion. Maybe he is his inner voice in a physical representation, you know? That is also possible. I returned to my room with the letter in hand. There was no sign of Forney. The room was deserted. I considered calling out her name, but figured I should check the letter first. In the end, I kept silent and opened the envelope. The letter I removed comprised more sheets than usual. Oh, that is no good sign.
クリス、そちらは相変わらず雨が降っていますか？
Does your music come with the letters, by the way?
こちらもそんなにいい天気じゃないけど、それでもまだマシな方なのかな。あと2週間もしないうちに、大して意味のない決まりきった言葉しか。とにかく私は私のいる場所から応援しています。今日はクリスに伝えなくちゃいけないことがたくさんありすぎてちょっと長くなっちゃったけど、まずはファルシータさんのこと、本当に彼女の力になってあげたいっていうクリスの気持ちはよくわかりました。クリスが一生懸命になって練習している姿が目に浮かびます。私だってほとんどそんな姿見たこと今私が思い出せるのはクリスの優しい顔だけ。クリスはいつだってそんな顔をしていて、本当に優しくて、困っている時も何でもないよって顔をしてたね。音楽だってフォルテールだってさらっとした顔してこなしちゃって、3人で一緒に通っていた音楽教室も一生懸命練習したのに、私だけいつの間にかついていけなくなっちゃってた。だから私はクリスの楽しそうにフォルテールを弾いている横顔をずっと見続けていたんだよ。ごめんなさい、話がそれちゃったね。今の気持ちを素直に書こうと思ってるんだけど、どうしても言葉がうまく書けません。書かなくちゃいけないこと。
What? Really? Man, you have the same weird illness about not talking what you're thinking about like Chris. Ah, stop teasing me, game. Although, yeah, what we can gather so far from the letter, I suppose, is losing him to a skilled musician is probably one of Ari's main fear. I mean, basically, Torta and him were expected to be a couple, so it is only logical that one of her basic fears of about Chris's and her relationship is losing him to a musician, a skilled musician he can connect to on a level he can't with her. So I guess that would make sense, and that is kinda what is going on here. The letter continued on a new sheet, as though to portray the rearrangement of her thoughts.
私はクリスに自分の正しいと思うことをするようにって何度も手紙に書いたよね。それに対するクリスの答えは、 かったって短い一言だった。でもね、とってもずるくて卑怯なやり方だったけど、それでも私はやっぱりやめるって言葉が聞きたかったのかもしれない。私はいつだってクリスの後ろ姿を眺めていることしかできなかった。フォルテールを演奏しているクリスは本当に幸せそうで、だから私はそれでもいいと思ってた。でもクリスが私のことを好きだと言ってくれて、私も好きだと言って、その時はそれで全てが変わると思った。でもクリスは3年間も音楽学院に行ってしまって、結局私はまた取り残されちゃった。トルタとアンサンブルしているクリスを遠くから眺めているだけのあの頃に、それでも今まではこうして手紙でつながっていると感じられた。だってクリスのそばにはトルタしかいなかったから。でも今は違うんだよね。クリスが他の誰かのことを思って一生懸命になって、そして私はそれを見ることもできない。あまりにも距離が遠すぎて、クリスの言葉がもうここには届きません。手紙に書かれた文字からはクリスの気持ちがもう見えません。だから私から言います。クリス、別れましょう。試すようなことをしてしまって、でもそうすることしかできなかった。ずいぶん勝手なことを書いているのかもわかります。でもそうすることしかできませんでした。まだ書かなくちゃいけないことがあります。まず、私には会いに来ないでください。会うと辛くなるだけだから。今はきっと会って話し合えばきっと分かり合える。そんな風にクリスは感じているでしょう。その気持ちが今だけは嘘じゃないことは分かります。でもファルシータさんのことを今よりもより深く知るようになり、過ごす時間が多くなれば、きっとクリスは私のことを忘れられる。いえ、忘れてしまうでしょう。そしてそうしてほしいからこそこんな手紙を書いています。心からそれを望んでいるからこの手紙を書いているんです。今は分からなくてもいいの。これは私にしか分からないことだから。これ以上のどんな言葉を重ねてもクリスは納得できないんだから。それと手紙はもう書かなくていいから。でも絶対にクリスは返事を書いてしまうと思う。だから届いた手紙は読まずに取っておくね。それを破って捨ててしまえるほど私だってまだ心の整理がついていないから。いつか、本当にいつかそんな時が来た時にでもそれを読んでも泣いてしまわないくらいに、それでもきっと泣いてしまうんじゃないかって思うけどね。クリス、私からの手紙はこれで最後になります。一方的でひどいことばかり書いてあるけど、ずるくて勝手なことばかり言ってごめんなさい。それでもいつかファルシータさんのことはクリスにも分かる時が来ると思う。その時でいいから、心の中だけでもいいから私のことを 許してくれると嬉しいかな、アリエッタ。
Okay. Now that came unexpected. You know, it's difficult to switch sides now. But I think I'm kinda on Chris' sides now with that one. I mean, this is a difficult situation, but this is definitely a reaction uncalled for, I'd say. That is definitely too much. Okay, she was right in the point, like, do what you feel is right to do. That was a clear message to Chris, and he was a blockhead who didn't get this message. That is totally on him. Now, that being said, after him answering something like understood and him writing like he wants to help her get better music, that is why she ends the relationship with him. I mean, as a matter of fact, she doesn't know all that we know. I mean, if she did, we could talk about her ending the relationship. But as a matter of fact, she is not as aware of the situation as we are. I mean, she maybe has more information, thanks to Torta. And maybe, who knows, maybe she has information thanks to Forney. Now, if she has information thanks to Forney, we can talk about it again. But only with the information Chris gave her and the information she might have gotten from Torta, that is baloney. That is bull. That is really, really bull. And I mean, especially what I hate about this letter, kinda, is how Roman's story cliche this was in, like, I let you go for your own good. I hope you can forgive me at some point, and here is why you're an asshole. Here is why you did everything wrong. But I'm the cruel one, and I'm sorry that I have to end, that it has to end like this. I hope you will be happy with the girl you preferred over me. Basically, you were the asshole, but I'm so sorry. Please, at one point, forgive me. Don't write me a letter, but I know you will, and I won't read it because I will cry too much. But it is all my fault. I am so cruel. That I really disliked. I think that was a bad choice. Like now I'm more angry with Ari than I feel sorry for her, to be honest. I mean, if that was the intention, good. I mean, I don't know what the author thought when writing this. But this is like an overreaction, if I've seen one. I guess maybe I'll have to sort my thoughts, and we'll talk about it next episode. Let's continue and let's continue and see what Chris does and thinks. I read the letter several times over, then threw myself down on my bed. Forney didn't show herself at all that night. Oh, we get the Kyoryo route treatment, huh?
おはよう。今日も朝から練習でしょ。さっさと起きなさい。
Same old. Actually, the cheer in her voice seemed a bit forced as she repeatedly struck my cheek. While she hadn't shown herself at all last night, I was honestly grateful to her for pulling me back into everyday life like this. Morning.
寝不足？それでも行かなくちゃいけないんでしょ。
Yeah, I know.
ならさっさと支度をすること。いつもよりちょっと遅めだから。
I wondered if she purposely let me sleep until the very last moment. Come to think of it, how much did Forney know, really? She must know, otherwise she would have asked you about writing back to Ari. If she had asked me to do an ensemble with her yesterday night, I wouldn't have been able to put up a performance worth a penny. She must have known that, and thus decided not to appear. Right now, she didn't bring it up either.
用意は忘れ物はない？
Don't think so.
多分って頼りないな。
Nah, I have everything.
本当に？それならよし。
Okay, I'm off.
はい、いってらっしゃい。
Her cheerful voice lightened my mood a bit, and I stepped outside into the rain. Today's rain was heavier than usual. If I walked at a relaxed pace, I'd get soaked. I didn't enjoy running, but getting tired seemed like the better alternative for now. I carried my fortel in a bag, snugged it tightly under my arms to prevent it from getting wet, and hurried off to school. I wasn't used to running, and I began to feel the sequential pain in my lungs soon enough. I wouldn't be able to run all the way there. The main street was roofed, so I didn't have much to worry about there. That didn't extend for the remainder of the way to the institute. Staying under the eaves as much as possible, I swiftly walked my way up to the school gates. Okay, let's stop here. He's probably now going to meet Ari and Fal and stuff. Now, you know what? Let's talk now a little bit for it, and maybe next episode I'll give you a more thoughtful way how I think things are right now. First of all, of course, it was a completely wrong decision not to write her back. And actually, like in this situation, he actually should have considered to come back to her. Like, this is if he really wanted to keep up this relationship, he would have taken the first train. I mean, I know they're close to the thingy and stuff, but him and Fal are very good and stuff like that. There's basically nothing they need to improve anymore, as far as I understood. And Jesus, even if they do, like, if the relationship with Ari was that important to him, he would have done something. So, of course, completely wrong reaction from Chris here. But since we're on the Fal route, I guess this reaction is reasonable for the expected outcome. Yeah, that... First of all, I am unhappy with Chris not expressing his emotions at all to the player. I always hate this in visual novels. I will always hate it. Why in the fuck am I playing something that I read if I don't know what the character thinks? You know? In a visual novel, you have a huge advantage over other games. In visual novels, you can just tell the player the thoughts of your character. You don't even have to express it through his actions, like in other games. In other games, if you want to know your main hero is passionate about his love interest, he has, I don't know, save her from a dragon and say something like, I really thought I could have lost you for a second, or something like that. I know that is cheesy, it's just an example. Here, Chris can just say, I felt devastated. Ari left me. I didn't even mean this to happen. Now everything is out of place. But at the same time, I can't leave now. Also, Fal is counting on me. Something. Give me something. I mean, one could argue maybe he's still in a shock phase. I guess that would be fair. And maybe we'll get to know more of his thoughts later on. And I guess that would also be fair. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of how this right now went down. Like, this went quick and out of nowhere, kinda, right? Or am I the only one who thinks that? I mean, as mentioned, Chris behaved totally stupid. But as far as Ari knew, he was studying a lot with a friend of his that happened to be female. I mean, okay, he was he visited her many times, 2 times or something at her home, and maybe Torta knew about that. And I guess especially in a more conservative society like Japan, that is more of an indication that too much is going on, you know. So maybe it is like a culture disconnect here. But for me, this is a complete overreaction. And I don't... On the other hand, as mentioned, like this is her... Yeah, as we say in German... Oh, no, not again something as we say in German. I do that way too often. It's one of her very basic fears. Like one of her grand basic fears that Chris finds someone who can connect with on a level that she can connect with him. I mean, she basically stated in her letter, she thinks that she was okay with looking over Chris. But when he then expressed that she was into her, then she was like happy like one could be. But realizing now that he basically is far away from her again and has probably found someone that he can connect more than with her, she lets him go. Okay, I get the sentiment, but isn't that like kinda like way too much, way too sudden, way too out of nowhere? Or am I just being too reasonable and we... You know, this was too much. This, you know what this is? This is too much 6 p.m. soap opera. That is for me too much 6 p.m. soap opera. Oh, should I piss some of you off right now? Shall I? Shall I? Okay, here we go. This was too much Klannert. Okay. No, actually, I don't think something like that did happen in Klannert, right? I don't think anyone said like, I'll let you go for that person. But you know, yeah, it was just a joke. But this was too much. That was too much for too little reason, basically. Well, I guess we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see more of what Chris thinks. I mean, at one point he has to meet Torta, he has to meet Asino, and then we will learn what is going down in Symphonic Raintown. So, thank you everybody for watching. Let me know what you think. Like, am I the only one who thinks this is so stupid? I might be the only one. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye.